The rise of genetic engineering. What you need to know: imagine a world where diseases like cystic fibrosis, sickle cell anemia, and even certain forms of cancer are no longer death sentences. Picture crops that can thrive in drought-stricken regions, providing food security where it's needed most. Visualize a planet with cleaner air, reduced pollution, and sustainable energy sources. These may seem like distant dreams, but thanks to the rapid rise of genetic engineering, we are closer than ever to realizing them. Genetic engineering, or gene editing, is no longer the stuff of science fiction. It's happening today, and it's transforming the future of medicine, agriculture, and environmental sustainability. Yet, as exciting as these advancements are, they come with complex questions about ethics, safety, and societal impact. So, what do you need to know about genetic engineering, and how will it shape the world in the years to come? What is genetic engineering? Genetic engineering isn't just about tweaking DNA for the sake of it, it's about reshaping life as we know it. At its core, genetic engineering refers to the deliberate modification of an organism's genome to achieve desired traits. This could be as simple as introducing a gene that improves resistance to a disease in plants, or as complex as editing human embryos to eliminate genetic disorders. This process allows for incredibly precise control over an organism's genetic code, and unlike traditional methods of breeding, genetic engineering can bypass natural biological limitations. It means we can pick and choose traits across species, introducing genes from one species into another to create new possibilities. It's a game-changing technology, and its potential is nearly limitless. The technologies behind genetic engineering: the ability to modify genes is based on a series of advanced technologies. Each breakthrough has brought us closer to a world where we can shape biology to meet human needs. But how do these technologies actually work? Recombinant DNA technology. This method, considered the foundation of genetic engineering, allows scientists to combine DNA from different sources. It's the technology behind the creation of genetically modified organisms, GMOs, and is used in various applications, from producing insulin to creating pest-resistant crops. The technology involves cutting and reassembling DNA sequences, creating a new, modified organism. CRISPR-Cas9. The revolutionary gene editing tool. Imagine if we could cut and paste genes in living organisms the way we edit a document. With CRISPR-Cas9, we can. This groundbreaking gene editing technology enables scientists to make precise changes to the DNA in living organisms, offering a level of accuracy never before possible. With CRISPR, genetic engineers can essentially remove, add, or alter genetic material in a way that's fast, cost-effective, and accessible. CRISPR's potential in medicine and agriculture is extraordinary, offering a new approach to curing genetic diseases and creating crops that can withstand the changing climate. Gene therapy. A glimpse into the future of medicine. Gene therapy holds the promise of curing inherited diseases by directly altering a patient's DNA. Imagine being able to cure cystic fibrosis or hemophilia by replacing faulty genes with healthy ones. While gene therapy is still in its early stages, recent breakthroughs have shown immense potential in treating genetic disorders and even certain types of cancer. RNA interference, RNA. This technique allows for the silencing of specific genes, making it possible to study gene function and even silence harmful genes involved in diseases like cancer. RNA offers an exciting frontier in gene-based treatments and is currently being explored for its ability to treat conditions like viral infections and neurodegenerative diseases. Gene-drive technology. Gene-drive technology allows scientists to ensure that a particular gene is passed on to almost all offspring, rapidly spreading through a population. This has enormous potential in controlling pests, such as mosquitoes that carry malaria, or eradicating invasive species. However, the environmental and ecological implications of gene drives are still being studied, as their ability to spread rapidly through ecosystems could have unintended consequences. Applications of genetic engineering: from curing diseases to feeding the world, genetic engineering is poised to revolutionize many fields. Let's take a closer look at some of the most impactful applications. 1. Medical applications. Revolutionizing healthcare. Genetic engineering is already saving lives, and its potential to do so on a larger scale is immense. Producing life-saving medicines. One of the most successful applications of genetic engineering is the production of therapeutic proteins like insulin. These proteins, once derived from animals or human cadavers, are now produced by genetically modified bacteria and yeast, making them more accessible and affordable. Gene therapy for genetic disorders. With advancements in gene therapy, diseases once thought to be incurable, like sickle cell anemia, muscular dystrophy, and cystic fibrosis, could become treatable. Scientists have already begun using gene editing tools like CRISPR to correct genetic mutations at the source, offering a potential cure for these disorders. CRISPR in disease treatment. The ability to use CRISPR to precisely alter genes has opened up new possibilities for treating a wide array of diseases. For example, researchers have used CRISPR to alter immune cells to better fight off certain cancers, and this is just the beginning of what could be a new era in personalized medicine. 2. Agricultural applications. Feeding the world. Genetic engineering is making crops more resilient, nutritious, and efficient. GM crops for better yields. Genetically modified crops, such as Bt cotton and Roundup-ready soybeans, have revolutionized agriculture by providing higher yields and reducing the need for harmful pesticides. These crops are engineered to resist pests, tolerate herbicides, and even thrive in harsher environments. Enhancing crop nutrition. Genetic engineering is helping to solve the problem of malnutrition, particularly in developing countries. Golden rice, for example, has been engineered to produce higher levels of vitamin A, potentially saving millions of lives by addressing vitamin deficiencies. Disease-resistant plants. From potatoes to papayas, genetically engineered crops are being developed to resist diseases that threaten food supplies. These crops can help prevent food shortages, reduce the need for chemical pesticides, and increase the availability of healthy food for communities. 3. Environmental applications. A greener future. Genetic engineering is also being used to address some of the planet's most urgent environmental challenges. Bioremediation. Scientists are engineering bacteria and other organisms to help clean up pollutants, such as oil spills and heavy metals. By enhancing the natural abilities of these organisms, we can address environmental contamination more efficiently and sustainably. Combating climate change. Genetic engineering holds great potential for developing crops that can tolerate extreme weather conditions, such as drought or flooding. This could ensure food security in areas most vulnerable to climate change, helping communities adapt to an unpredictable future. Sustainable energy solutions. Algae and other organisms are being genetically engineered to produce biofuels, offering a renewable and sustainable source of energy. This could reduce our reliance on fossil fuels and help mitigate the effects of climate change. 4. Industrial applications. Redefining manufacturing. Genetic engineering is also transforming the industrial sector, enabling the production of eco-friendly materials and bio-based products. Bioplastics and green materials. Using genetically modified organisms to produce bioplastics and other sustainable materials could help reduce plastic pollution. These biodegradable materials, produced from renewable resources, could replace petroleum-based plastics in many applications. Synthetic biology in manufacturing. Scientists are using synthetic biology to engineer microorganisms that can produce chemicals, food ingredients, and even pharmaceuticals in an environmentally friendly manner. This could revolutionize industries by reducing waste, lowering costs, and increasing production efficiency. Ethical and social considerations. The risks and challenges. As genetic engineering rapidly advances, it brings with it a host of ethical concerns. The power to alter life at a genetic level is not without its risks. 1. Germline editing and human enhancement. A double-edged sword. The ability to edit human embryos raises concerns about the potential for designer babies, humans who are genetically enhanced for desirable traits. While this technology could eliminate genetic diseases, it also raises the specter of eugenics, where people may be genetically modified for traits like intelligence, appearance, or physical ability. 2. Ecological and environmental risks. Playing with nature. Introducing genetically engineered organisms into the wild could disrupt ecosystems and lead to unintended consequences. For example, Genetically modified crops or animals could crossbreed with wild populations, leading to changes in biodiversity. While gene-driven technologies offer exciting possibilities for disease control, they could also pose risks to the balance of nature. 3. Equity and access. Who controls the future? Genetic engineering is a powerful tool, but who will control it? The distribution of gene editing technologies, particularly in the fields of medicine and agriculture, could exacerbate global inequalities. As genetically engineered treatments and crops become more prevalent, questions about access, affordability, and intellectual property will need to be addressed. The future of genetic engineering. A call to action. Genetic engineering holds incredible potential to solve some of humanity's most pressing problems. However, as with any powerful tool, it must be wielded responsibly. It is essential that scientists, policymakers, and society at large engage in thoughtful discussions about how we use these technologies to ensure they benefit everyone. The future of genetic engineering lies not just in innovation, but in ethical and sustainable practices that prioritize the well-being of both people and the planet. Now is the time to be informed, to be engaged, and to advocate for a future where genetic engineering is used responsibly to improve lives without compromising our values. The questions we ask today will shape the world of tomorrow. The possibilities are limitless, but only if we choose to act wisely. Call to action. Whether you're a scientist, policymaker, or concerned citizen, it's crucial that you engage with the ongoing debate surrounding genetic engineering. Stay informed about the latest developments, advocate for ethical standards, and push for equitable access to these life-changing technologies. The future is in our hands. Let's make sure we use it for good.